hard-fought rounds from both guys. You see the respect from both. Which one is going to walk away with that firm, clear, undisputed shot at that WBA 135-pound title?
Based on what we saw, it would be Crolla making that claim. And pretty soon we'll find out if that was the case.
I certainly like Crolla's accuracy.
Let's talk for a little minute. I wouldn't be too thrilled to see Anthony Crolla versus Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko is right now the current 135-pound WBO and WBA champion. Mikey Garcia, the WBC. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live, and Anthony Crolla should have a clear-cut victory here. With he's had a lot of significant fights in his career. Looking at the fights, the two fights, of course, with Jorge Linares, Ricky Burns, who won earlier on the card against Scotty Cardle. And he's still, sticking around. The Ishmael Barroso fight, that was a very big fight because that's when he won the belt. The Darlise Perez fight. Remember, that first fight was a robbery. The Gavin Rees fight, Derry Matthews, Gary Sykes. He's 31 years old. He's battle-tested. But he's not going to beat a Lomachenko. Here, let's turn it up, see if they do the...
Never know. Last time I checked, you were...
However, I wonder if, Eddie Hearn would make... Like, looking at the pattern of Eddie Hearn, the promotional pattern, and the matchmaking, I wonder if he would make Luke Campbell versus Anthony Crolla, because Luke Campbell's the WBC champion right now, and he may not be getting a title shot for quite some time. He might end up fighting for the WBC interim, some old shit like that. We'll have to see, though. Let's see what the. I'm interested to hear what the scorecards is. Obviously, Duad Yordan is not from the UK.
Identically, 116 to 112 for your winner by unanimous decision. From Manchester, Anthony $1 Million.
I didn't hear the cards.
Well, $1 million feeling for him. And the chance to advance. 116, 112, 8-4 on all three, right in the neighborhood of how we were seeing it. And a bigger lead that Yordan cashed in the last couple rounds, but nice performance.
It was a strong finish overall, even with Yordan's push late. Crolla showed you, look, was never hurt, was never in trouble, was able to get out of tough situations fairly quickly, spin off the ropes, reverse Yordan's positioning, and really showed responsible defense in his own right, and not getting lit up, never.
Let's hear what he says in a post-fight interview. If you don't know, Lomachenko on December the 8th in New York is going to be taking on Jose Pedraza to unify at 135 pounds. There's even talks of Loma possibly moving to 140 pounds, or back down to 130, or Miguel Burchell moving up to 135 to fight him. That seems like a logical fight that they, over Top Rank and Zanfer are going to make, depending on who wins away.
We knew he was in for 12 hard rounds, and that's what we prepared for. And Dow Jordan, credit to him and his team, absolute gentlemen. They pushed me all the way.
That was a final eliminator. As you know, for Vasily Lomachenko's world title, he fights December the 8th. Do you welcome the winner of that?
Listen, of course, people are going to have their own opinion on social media and stuff. I'm never going to be disrespectful enough to call out Vasily Lomachenko. But if I'm managed for his title and there's a chance it can happen and he samples the atmosphere that U6 is going to feel tonight against Bellew, would I love to have it? You're dead right, I'd love to have it.
Would you welcome it here in Manchester? You seem to produce your best work here.
Of course I would. This is my hometown and it's a very special arena to me. It's where my dreams come true, and I'm the proudest Mancunian there is. And before I can go any further, do you mind me just saying, this morning in the early hours, about half a mile away from me, a young boxer at the age of 17 in the early hours of the morning lost his life, Trent Warby, and I'm sure there's a good chance in 5-10 years' time he would have been in this arena himself, so God bless to him and God bless to his family.
Well said.
That was humble for him to say. He know people are, going to be on social media like, man, he ain't beating no Lomachenko. But, so let's go look at the 135-pound division right now. Before we I got to cover the main event, obviously. Where we at? Damn it, did I do it right? I done messed it up. Y'all. I done messed it up. I done messed up my format. Well, like I said, Mikey Garcia, WBC, Vasily Lomachenko, WBA. Jose Pedraza is the WBO. Mikey Garcia vacated his IBF. Him and Errol Spence are trying to get a deal done to fight March the 16th. It's still not done yet. They're still in deep negotiations. Luke Campbell's the WBC mandatory. They could order Luke Campbell to fight somebody for the WBC interim. Eddie Hearn, if he works some magic, he could get that to happen for Luke Campbell and Anthony Crolla. Because there's also a political divide with Corolla being with Sky Sports The Zone and Lomachenko being with Box Nation BT Sport or his primary promoter, Top Rank. They have a deal with Frank Warren and all them. So once again, he's fighting Jose Pedraza on the 8th. So I got to get to the Bellew fight. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I say they should go for Campbell versus Crolla. Or maybe Crolla versus Mendy to see if he can, But if the Lomachenko fight, if the call gets made, it gets made. But will they make a deal, or will Eddie Hearn be like, I'm gonna go for the purse bid? Try to get, Crolla that big payday. Because that can be a really, really big payday if it comes to purse bid. The WBA order Lomachenko versus Crolla. Will Lomachenko vacate? Fans would accept it because fans would be like, well, Lomachenko can beat Crolla, so he want to fight him. He took a big money fight. But what big money fight would he take? And also, is Lomachenko the type of fighter that would vacate a belt? In a division that he's currently at, not the belt that he vacated the WBO when he moved up to 135. We'll see. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I guess we're going to have to see December the 8th on what Lomachenko wants to do. Please subscribe.